Hello, welcome to Train Sim World 5, and as it's Friday, it's Thomas, and today we are doing the final chapter in the 80th, or Thomas's birthday one. This one, I don't know how long it will last, but, well, it's the last chapter, and then we'll return to doing, we'll return to doing the timetabled services on the West Somerset Railway, and then move to other railways with Thomas and Diesel, and see what he can do. All we have to do is wait for it to load. And while we're waiting, just a reminder, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe because it does help. And if you do like this video when it comes to the end, in however long that will be, please click the thumbs up icon, because that will help the algorithm with my video getting shared to other people. Still waiting for it to load, but if you've been watching these Thomas videos, here we go, Thomas's birthday surprise. You'll know we have a narrator.
Thomas's birthday surprise.
I don't have to talk. No. Here we go. Waiting to see what the narrator says.
Down the line, Thomas was still waiting for Diesel to arrive with the rest of the party supplies. He was still thinking about his special surprise and was eager to find out what it might be. But Sir Topham Hatt looked concerned.
Diesel should have been back by now, he said. It won't be much of a party if our guests have nowhere to sit and no food to eat.
So he turned to Thomas.
Thomas, I need you to go and look for Diesel and make sure he hasn't run into any trouble. You can collect your surprise from Washford Station along the way.
Yes, sir, replied Thomas. And he hurried away to find Diesel.
Okay, so it looks like I'll be doing an out and back. There we go. Stay within the speed limit while we're in the station. We've left Onion Carabel, it's okay. I think we've got to go all the way down to Crackham Heathfield and then back. Which, that's not too bad. Okay, we'll be able to get to 25 soon. As soon as we're past the home signal for Blue Anchor. And then, there we go. floating around Washford a bit. Interesting to know. Find out when we get there, I suppose. Just gotta make sure we don't speed before we get there and we don't suddenly stop, because we don't want to stop in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it'd be a bit bad if we suddenly stopped. When we were going so nicely. I do know that we don't get classed as speeding on this, so I can actually go above the speed limit, but I want to try and stick to as close to line speed as possible. Just grab this bend. Less than half a mile to go. And then we'll be there. Thomas and Green is a change from Thomas and Blue. But there's a lot of green engines in real life. Having the blue engine is a lot more unique, shall we say. One thing I'd like Dovetail Games and Mattel to agree to is some of the other engines to be made. Like Duck, Gordon, Henry, James, Toby, Edward.
Soon Thomas reached Washford Station, and he saw the station master was there waiting for him.
Hello, Thomas. I've got something special for you here. But don't ask me what it is, as I promised Mr. Peters that I would keep it a secret until the party.
I can't wait to see what it is, but I'm sure my driver can look after it whilst we're on our journey.
Go and collect the package. Normally I can just jump out, so there we go. Got the package. On there.
Now we need to keep looking for Diesel. He must be around here somewhere.
If you're looking for Diesel, I saw him over in the sidings, although he looked to be a little upset and was in quite a hurry.
Come on, driver. Let's take a look and see if he's still there.
Okay, so we have to go backwards a bit. Should really sound the whistle before we move off, but we just have to go to the blue cone. At least we don't have to go all the way down to Crocombe Heathfield. That would be a bit annoying. Stop. Points are changed. Go up to Diesel. We're going above the speed limit, it doesn't matter. I just want to go and say hello to Diesel. Who's hiding behind some trucks. Let's start slowing down a bit because we're going to go too fast and crash into Diesel.
There you are. Diesel, what are you doing hiding there? You're supposed to be at the party delivering all of the supplies. I know, Thomas, said Diesel unhappily, but I can't let Sir Topham Hatt find out what happened. It wasn't even my fault anyway.
Why? What happened? Asked Thomas.
Well, the trucks were singing and being troublesome, and I tried to make them stop, so actually, I think maybe it was my fault. I got annoyed, so I bumped the trucks to make them stop, and I think I bumped them too hard, because I ended up breaking all the plates needed for the party.
Thomas listened carefully. He could see how upset Diesel was, and how troublesome trucks could be. So he knew that the broken plates were not all Diesel's fault.
Never mind, Diesel, said Thomas kindly. After all, they're only plates, and they can't all be broken. Besides, we still have a special party to go to.
Diesel looked at Thomas and smiled.
Thank you, Thomas, he said.
So Thomas coupled up to Diesel and the two engines travelled to the party together.
Wish they'd stop. Let's just crawl up to Diesel. Rob. We have to go back. Not going. into this view for this bit because I want to be able to see if they're coupling up. Fortunately, that signal I didn't have to worry about. I don't have to go all the way down to Crookham Heathfield either. That would be a bit annoying. How much further? 51 yards. 50 yards. Perfectly stopped. Now we have to go to the wagons. Okay, a bit quicker this time. Have to slow down before we get to the wagons, otherwise we can cause more damage and more confusion and delay. That's the flight control says. A bit more, Thomas. Okay, get back in the cab. And there we go, we've got the signal now. Washwood Yard. At least we have to wait for an hour, which will be a lot of signal. This bit. This is another relatively quick chapter. Which is nice. It really is designed for younger children, I suppose. But it does mean that for the next week's video, when I start driving within the cabin built. Don't tend to notice things like that.
When they arrived, Sir Topham Hatt was waiting for them. Diesel was still upset, so Thomas tried to explain what had happened. Sir Topham Hatt thought for a moment and turned to speak to Diesel. The broken plates may not have been entirely your fault, Diesel, but you shouldn't have tried to hide. It's always better to admit your mistakes rather than trying to cover them up.
Yes, sir, I'm sorry, sir,
said Diesel sadly.
I just wanted to show you what a really useful engine I can be. But I messed things up again.
Now don't worry, Diesel. Broken plates are easily replaced. And now that you've delivered the rest of the supplies, the party can truly get started. It wasn't long before the station platform was covered in tables, chairs, and balloons. Thomas and Diesel looked on, as Sir Topham Hatt stepped forward in front of the crowd to make a speech. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to thank you all for being here today to help us celebrate a very special engine. I met Thomas many years ago when he first arrived on Sodor, wearing the same colours as he's wearing today. Despite his eagerness and sometimes cheeky behaviour getting him into trouble, I don't know what we'd do without him. As it is his special day, we have one last surprise. Everyone watched as Sir Topham Hatt placed a brightly coloured blue box on the table. When he removed the wrapping, Thomas was delighted to see a beautifully decorated cake. So please join me in wishing Thomas a very happy birthday. Everyone clapped and cheered, and Thomas looked on smiling. Oh, thank you, everyone, puffed Thomas proudly. This is the best birthday an engine could wish for.
Wait for it to finish. As long as it hasn't locked up. Come on. Let's see how well I did. There we go. Performance breakdown. A little bit of speeding, but it doesn't give me any. How did I get a hard impact? Must have been with the wagons going a little bit too quick, despite the fact that I couldn't go any slower. Everything else, I still get the platinum medal, and that is every chapter of both Thomas Visits the West Somerset Railway and Thomas's 80th birthday, or 79th birthday, if you want to be pedantic. So, I hope you've enjoyed it. And I hope you'll be back next week for a timetable run. And because Thomas is still green, I'll do one of the green ones, which if I look, I should be able to do full length run. We can go Minehead to Bishop's Lydiard and back, maybe. Then Thomas will get repainted in blue, and we'll do the same. I want to try and do all the different all the different timetabled services that are available. My mind went blank then. That wasn't good. Just want to see how many timetabled services there are for the green Thomas. So we're going to the trains, choose a route, West Somerset Railway, timetable, Thomas the tank engine. Thomas in green. Oh, it's just the same ones, but with Thomas in green. Okay. Bishop's Lydia to Minehead takes an hour and a half. Turntable, Thomas to the rescue. Oh, so it actually does another story. That's interesting. Okay. And then once I've done Thomas, it's Diesel. Norton Fitzwarren to Minehead. Turntable. Parking. Okay. It's basically, you do another story while you're doing the timetable. I didn't realise that. So when I did that, Thomas gets turned round on the turntable one, and Diesel took Annie and Clarabelle. That was actually scripted. It wasn't something else. Okay. So next week we'll do the Bishop's Lydia to Minehead. Then we'll do 2 parts in one, which will be redo the turntable and then go and rescue Annie and Clarabelle the following week. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. And as I said earlier, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, because I would like to build my subscriber numbers up at some point. And if you've enjoyed the video, please press the thumbs up icon. As I said, it makes the YouTube algorithm realise that people do like my videos, and it will then share it to other people, and I might get more subscribers. Anyway, until the next video, have a great weekend, and be seeing you.